So, yeah, going off what TJ said, absolutely, we are read as men, we are read as other, and when people don't know what other is, it's definitely a threat, at least in this context. I've been in Georgia for about 8 years now. I moved from Virginia. I don't know why I did that, but I'm here now. It is what it is. I have two sons. One is 21. One is 18. A 21-year-old has already been in the system, some of which was his own doing, smoking pot at school. However, I do think that that situation would have gone very differently, and I actually watched it go differently for his white peers who were involved in the same incident. Who I think one of the kids had his grandfather had a street named after him in Lilburn. That child was back in school next week. My kid got expelled. But he shouldn't have been smoking pot in the bathroom. That said, because that's you need to be doing education stuff at school. So, but being out in the street, working backward, I got pulled over 2 weeks ago in Gwinnett. I think I was in Gwinnett. I was at a light. I got pulled over. And I went into the parking lot that was right across the light. Dude walked up, and he was not real happy that I didn't stop in the middle of the highway when he moved to me, and I ain't gonna do that because I ain't trying to get killed like that. So I went, and he came up and he said, "Give me your ID, your driver's license, and your registration." And I said, because my training kicks in, because this is how I train my kids. Good afternoon, officer. It's like a recording. My driver's license is blah. My registration is in my glove box. How would you like me to get those for you? And he of course thought I was being funny. I honestly was not being funny. I'm trying not to have you find reason to take me out because I'm doing this in the car. So he said, "You know what, never mind, just tell me your name." I was like, good, because I ain't trying to, So he went, and as he walked off, I said, "Excuse me, officer, are you willing to tell me why you pulled me over?" He looked over his shoulder like I was fucking bothering him by asking him that question, and he said, "Oh, you got a brake light out." He walked to his car. By the time I looked up in my rear view mirror, there was a second cop behind my car. So if I wanted to back out, I could. That's about a brake light? Okay. So the message here is that the way that I talked to that cop has absolutely nothing to do with how I feel about what he did. It has everything to do with how I have trained my two sons to not end up dead in a scenario that makes absolutely no sense. The gift in that was that I was meeting a white dude, a fairly wealthy, well-off white dude, to conduct some business about a car with him. He watched the whole thing, and when I told him what the cop said, he was blown. So he was blown away. So for that moment, to see that guy's face, it was priceless, because he got to witness. He was in the parking lot when I arrived, so he witnessed the whole thing, and he kept going, "A brake light? Did he say a brake light? Really?" I'm like, well, I want to go, welcome to my world, white man. Anyway, that's it. That's all I got.